Hello, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Great to see so many people coming in. Hello. Thank you for being patient as we opened the room a little bit late, but I was just sorting out some technical things. If you're here, feel free to post in the chat and just quickly say hello and say where you're from. In the meantime, I will get ready to share my screen. Amazing. And then we can get started. Hello, everyone. Great to see you all. I hope you can see that. There we go. I think that's great. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hello from Chile. Amazing. Hi, everyone. Great. Waiting for people to come in as well. Fantastic. Amazing. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Well done. Hello. Okay. Awesome. So let's get started. Hi, welcome to the Encode and Gnosis Chain Hackathon. I'm Angela. I'm going to be your program manager for this hackathon. And what that means is I am your first point of call at Encode to sort of help you out and guide you along the way. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Hi, awesome. So there's my Twitter. Give me a follow. I'll always be posting about this hackathon as we go along. Okay, so a little bit about Encode first. So you guys, maybe a few of you are new to this community and you're wondering who we are. We're a Web3 education community. And what that means is we help devs learn, build, and work through their career path in Web3. So in general, how we do that is usually through different programs like Educate Series, hackathons like we're doing now, accelerators. We've got boot camps as well. And I know a few of you from the boot camps have signed up. So it's great to see you guys here. Okay, so what we're doing here is setting up this 4-week hackathon. This is the Encode and Gnosis Chain Hackathon. And this 4-week process is entirely around building on Gnosis Chain. And we have multiple prize tracks and bounties. So please stay tuned for that. We'll be announcing them properly in a second. So firstly, I want to give the floor to Eomji, who is head of programs and research at Encode Club. I'm going to make Eomji a little bigger here so you can see her. Hi, Eomji.
So hello, everyone. It's so exciting. Welcome to amazing sponsors as well, and even more amazing, all the hackers who are attending Gnosis Chain Hackathon. I'm excited to see such a talented and creative group of people coming together to build amazing projects. Over the course of next few weeks, you will have the opportunity to learn new tech and collaborate with other hackers and create something fun together. So don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and try something new and embrace this new opportunity. Remember that the knowledge and skills you gain during this hack can be applied not only to your project, but also for your future endeavors. You never know when the skill and tech may come in handy. Just imagine then there's a zombie apocalypse. You see that there's a car which can move with a Solidity code only. Of course, that did not maybe really happen, but there are going to be a lot of job opportunity. You may meet your future co-founder, your future employees here, or your best friend. So let's make the most of this opportunity and build something incredible. Good luck to all of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eomji. And now I'm just inviting to the stage Stefan. So Stefan is the CTO of Gnosis Chain and is going to come and give a short address.
Awesome. Thank you, Angela. Welcome all. Very happy that you all participate in this hackathon. I'm actually quite happy that this is, I personally also participated in many hackathons in the past. That's also how I got started working on many different projects. And what I really like about this hackathon specifically is that it's not like very short. Like most hackathons are just a weekend, 2-3 days. And they usually can only test very few assumptions. And actually most of the projects developed during hackathons are not being continued because you basically never get to a stage where you can actually test something. But this year is 4 weeks time. And in 4 weeks time, you can actually test a lot. And I think you can actually build something where you can even get close to potentially testing even something like product market fit. And to give one example, many actually associate, I guess, a Safe with Gnosis as well, as much as Gnosis Chain. Safe has become a spin-off. But the origin story of Safe was a much simpler product called Gnosis Multisig, and that was something that we developed in a very short period of time. So it just took about, I think, 2-3 days to develop the first initial product. And we could prove already that it was useful, and others started using it, and we kind of saw the first signs of product market fit. And that allowed us to continue developing it and create something much, much bigger around it. And I think all of you have the skills to build something great. That's what I love about programming, that the only limitation is time and skill. And in this hackathon, you got a little bit more time, so you can even prove better what your skills are, and if you're able to create something. And I assume also many of you have entrepreneurial spirit, so eventually something really meaningful and important, even in the long run, can come out of this. And maybe a few words about Gnosis Chain. So we are kind of an OG project, right? We have been in the space for a very long time. I personally have been in the space for 10 years. And we really live up to the core values of the community, which are very much tied to, of course, the ideas behind decentralization. And that's how we are building also Gnosis Chain. So Gnosis Chain, we really focus on building a very decentralized network. We invest into the validators that are running and validating Gnosis Chain. We have over 120,000 actually validators running. So it's after Ethereum, the network with the most validators. I would even argue after Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's probably one of the most decentralized networks available today. And applications that want to run on a larger scale, they need decentralization. And I guess like the Safe is one good example. You only want to store value on networks that actually have high security, and security in blockchains derived from decentralization. And that's why we doubled down on this. And I'm very excited now that you are building something on this network. And very excited to see what you're going to build. Good success, everyone.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Stefan. Okay, so let's grab my screen back up again. So that was Stefan. Thank you so much. And let's talk a little bit about, what happens during this hackathon. I know that some of you, maybe this is your first hackathon, and for some of you, maybe this is something you're so used to and you've done many before. So what happens with our hackathons? If you haven't registered yet, please go register. Otherwise, I'm sure most of you here have already signed up and been invited to all of our events in your calendar. So you can either sign up as a solo hacker or someone who's looking for a team, and we can help you find a team. Or if you've already got one already, fantastic. What we'll do is we'll run several workshops throughout the next few weeks to help you guys build your projects and upskill yourselves and find the right methods to explore the different price tracks. Throughout this hackathon, we also provide one-to-one mentorship, which means that you get to meet with me personally whenever you want, if you can book a slot with me, and we can talk you through your progress, your processes, and just in general catch up. And then, of course, in 4 weeks' time, we will have submissions. So a little bit more about our support. Again, I mentioned these a second ago, but workshops and technical support, we'll have that. And our wonderful partners will be able to provide technical support as well on our Discord channel. And we also, in our Discord community, you will interact with me, you will interact with your fellow hackers, and overall make this hackathon a really enjoyable experience. So I'd love to go on to talking about our wonderful partners and their bounties and prizes. So I will invite people to the stage as we go along. And I'm going to invite Devin first, who will speak about the Gnosis Chain bounty prize track. So Devin is joining the stage currently. And this is super exciting. We've got quite a few different prizes lined up. So I think it will be really exciting and fun to hear it from the groups and protocols who are providing all of these. Hi, Devin.
Hi. Thanks, Angela.
Awesome. No problem.
Yeah, so I'm Devin Lamoureux. I'm on the developer team at Gnosis Builders. We are the ecosystem team supporting the development of Gnosis Chain. You could probably find me in the Discord support channel throughout the hackathon. So any sort of support questions, I'll be there to help out. So for the Gnosis Chain bounty, very exciting. We're offering $10,000 to the top 3 most innovative projects. So, this is open-ended. The first place prize is $5,000, second place is $3,000, and third place is $2,000. So, as we're offering an open-ended bounty here, we really encourage you to check out our request for projects. You can find this on the main Encode Gnosis Chain Hackathon website. And yeah, we have some really exciting ideas there that we'd love for you guys to explore. And we're very excited to see what you guys come up with. So good luck, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Devin. Great. So here we go. Starting off with Gnosis Chain bounties. Let's move on to the next one. So we've got request, and I think Alex is being invited to the stage currently to quickly speak a little bit more about request and what their prize is. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Angela. Nice to meet you. Hi, everyone.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Alex. I'm in charge of communications and community at Request Network. Some of you might remember that name. It's an OG company from the 2017 ICO craziness. And I've just joined Request last month. I'm super thrilled to be on this journey with you all. I've hosted game jams and months-long hackathons in the past, but honestly, this is the best type of event I could wish for. Thank you, Encode, for hosting us as well. Thank you, Gnosis. What is request? Maybe some of you don't remember. Maybe some of you don't know. I'm not going to bore you with what a blockchain is and how it works. I am going to tell you that there is a challenge. There's a challenge for businesses who want to use blockchain tech, and you can solve it. You can solve it today. You can solve it in the next couple of weeks. What is that challenge? The challenge is represented by the omission of the necessary information for accounting, for compliance, and other financial services. That's where Request Network comes in. We have built in the past years a foundation for businesses to run their finances on chain while being compliant and maintaining privacy. And we all know how important that is. The on-chain proof of financial activity unlocks many opportunities for businesses to sign up for income-backed services such as loans, insurance, and what's more important for everybody, fundraising. And moreover, it paves the way for automatic auditing, triple entry accounting, and the unicorn, automatic tax reporting. I'm joined by my colleagues in this journey, Francisco and David. They're in the chat there and in Discord, where you can find us all. Francisco is the protocol lead. He's responsible for the day-to-day well-being of the protocol, as well as for the long-term vision. While David is our in-house full-stack engineer and soon-to-be developer relations wizard. Our challenge for this hackathon is build the best payment application with Request Network. Our prize is $3,000 in DAI. We love DAI. And if you're eager to find out more about Request and the team running it, join us at the workshop, which is on May the 4th. Some of you might recognize that as a super important date in Star Wars mythology. And yeah, that's Thursday. Meet us there. Meanwhile, you can just hang out in the Discord if you have any questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alex. I'm very excited for May the 4th. Awesome. Cool. So I'm going to invite our next partner to the stage. Thank you so much. Right. Next, we have Gateway to announce their prize and to give a bit more information about who they are and what they do. So I'm just waiting for Ekaterina to join us. So as you can see, while Ekaterina is joining us, Gateway has not just one, but several different ways you can win a prize or a bounty. I will wait for someone from Gateway to join us. Here we go. Hello.
Hi. Nice to meet
Awesome.
you, everyone. Welcome to the hackathon. Some words about Gateway. Gateway offers infrastructure to build and scale your Web3 project with excellent uptime, transparent pricing, and exceptional technical support. 75% of public Gnosis RPC is being provided by us. Members of our team at Gateway are core contributors to Gnosis. We are excited to invite developers to create applications using blockchain technology and Gateway infrastructure. For this hackathon, we are looking for the best application that uses AI and interacts with at least 2 of chains we are supporting, with one of them being Gnosis. The winning team will receive a prize of $1,000. We are also offering a prize of $100 each for the top 20 applications that use our RPC. In addition, we are excited to offer all participants who use our RPC access to Gnosis RPC with rate limit 200 RPS for 1 year. So thanks for your attention. Wishing all the participants good luck.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ekaterina. All right. Okay. Awesome. On to the next team. So we have, awesome. Thank you. We have Azuro being invited to the stage now to talk about their prize track. We'll give it a moment. Here we go. Hello.
Hi. I'm excited to be here. It's my first time when I participate in hackathon like speaker from sponsorship side, not as hacker. So my name is Pavel Ivanov, and I'm tech lead in Azuro. At Azuro, we are focused on developing an infrastructure for on-chain betting. For this hackathon, we prepared detailed documentation, and we have three prizes, each $750. We have 3 categories: best contracts integration, best UX UI, and best feature. And please join us on the workshop. We will tell more about Azure, how it works, and enjoy the hackathon. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pavel. So Azuro is doing their workshop straight after this launch event, so please stick around for that. Amazing. Okay, awesome. Next up, we have Etherspot. Fantastic. Amazing. Yes, sorry. Taylor is coming up now. Hi, Taylor.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm Taylor. I'm developer relations for Etherspot. It's really exciting we're getting to sponsor this hackathon. Encode Club is awesome, and personally I'm a big fan of any Web3 education platform, so it's really great we get to help out here. So yeah, just a little bit about Etherspot. So in short, we have development kits for people to use, which simplify the process of using account abstraction in your dApps or your websites, your mobile dApps, whatever it is you're building. So we have key features of account abstraction like social logins, transaction batching. If you know what like sponsored transaction are or meta transactions, we've pretty much done the hard work of getting this stuff working in the background so that developers can easily, set up and use these features without the headache of having to implement all this themselves, and they can focus on just building a great app with like a really nice user experience. So as you can see here, we've got a bounty in this hackathon, which is great. $1,000 bounty, but it's not limited. It's not limited to one team. So if we see multiple Etherspot-based projects that we think are really deserving of the bounty, then we'll give them out to multiple teams. Some use cases could be, like providing a seamless user experience in any dApp or game or wallet, some DeFi stuff, cross-chain DeFi stuff, because we offer a lot of cross-chain functions, some multi-hopping between VM chains with less liquidity, so some cross-chain DeFi stuff. To be honest, we're keeping it really open. We have a lot of tools which which can be used here, some of which I'll be demoing in a week from now in another one of these calls. But in the meantime, I'll be in the Encode Club Discord. If anybody has any questions about account abstraction or Etherspot itself, please feel free to reach out to me, because I'd love to give you a hand or kind of help you understand some things better about all this. But yeah, that's everything I have. It's really fun to be on the kind of, what Pavel said, be on the opposite side of the, the hackathon thing, because I've competed in once before, but never been in this sort of position. So it's cool. It's fun. So yeah, good luck to everyone though. Excited to see kind of what people build with Etherspot's tools.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Taylor. Yeah, really exciting from our end as well. I know Encode runs a few hackathons a year, quite a few hackathons a year, but we're always super excited to be able to work with new partners and whole new different experiences. So on to the next partner, and the last partner on my list, we have GetBlock. Hi, Joan.
Hi, everyone. Good day. So my name is Joan Williams, and I represent GetBlock, a top-tier blockchain RPC provider. And it's a pleasure for us to be a part of this event, to be one of the sponsors. And I would like to take a few minutes to tell about what we do and what's our company about. So GetBlock is a provider of RPC nodes, and those are endpoints where cryptocurrency applications get connected to various blockchain networks. What we do is we create and maintain endpoints of all the mainstream blockchains, including Gnosis. As an infrastructure provider, we have been working hard to make it easier for developers to build their projects and to make the adoption of Web3 working easy and fast to come. So GetBlock supports more than 50 multiple blockchains, and we offer shared nodes and dedicated offers for your project uniquely. We also have custom solutions available to meet your specific needs. As technical sponsors of the event, we are excited to offer a bounty program for the first 30 users that register on our account and send the ID of their accounts to the organizers. We will send a pack with 10 million requests that they can use for their future development. At GetBlock, we honestly believe that adoption of blockchain technology will change the world as we know it. And we're excited to be a part of this revolution. We strive to provide the best infrastructure solutions for developers and businesses to build their blockchain projects. We are also hosting a workshop to let you know, get to know how to use GetBlock a bit better for dApp building on Gnosis specifically. In conclusion, I'd like to thank the organizers for giving us an opportunity to be here today, and I wish all of the participants good luck. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about what we do, please feel free to reach out and to visit our website. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joan. Amazing. And so that kind of wraps up all of our partners here today. Okay, cool. So let's quickly go through dates and timelines. So obviously today is the launch day. We're super excited about that. And we've got our first workshop coming up straight after that. And then we have about 4 weeks for you guys to get hacking and attend the rest of our workshops, and also, have time to book one-to-one support slots with me. And then as we get closer to the submission deadline, it will be all hands on deck. This is on the 28th of May, and we accept submissions up until midnight in your time zone. So we know that a lot of you are from all over the world, so we want to make that fair for you. Okay, lastly, the finale and prize giving is just a couple of weeks later on the 14th of June. So we're super excited to be able to hold that, and hopefully you guys can all attend. Okay, moving on. So quick rundown of the different workshops. So today, in just a few minutes, we have the Azuro workshop, the path to on-chain betting. And then later on, you should be able to join the rest of these hackathon workshops. And you should have been given or sent a workshop invite for that. So make sure you've signed up so we can send you those reminders. We'll also be posting reminders on our Discord channel, and you can stay up to date there and also get in touch with your fellow hackers. Awesome. So don't worry, all of this information I will send out and round again. So don't worry. So what are our next steps? Now you've signed up to this hackathon and you're not really sure what to do. Make sure you've joined our Discord. Again, that's where all of the announcements and our community are. You can find teammates on Discord, and I'll also help you figure out who's looking for a team and what sort of projects they're looking to build, and hopefully try and match you guys up. Participate in workshops. Make sure you come to these, save them in your calendar. We've got loads of amazing different workshops coming up, so it would be a shame to miss any of them, really. And finally, build your project and get hacking. A few FAQs quickly. So who can take part? Anyone. This hackathon is open to anyone and everyone, regardless of your experience. If you guys are here ready to learn and build your first project ever, then you are more than welcome to come. And if you have an existing project, so this is another one of the questions here, can you enter? Yes, absolutely. If you have experience and you've worked on a previous project before, you can absolutely enter that project as long as you are making significant feature improvements within this hackathon timeframe. And so you're using all of the skills and knowledge that you've learned in our workshops to help further your project along. Do you need a team to be able to submit a project? No, you can hack solo, and we can also help you find a team as well. So just let me know. Where can you find resources for this hackathon? Please check out the Hacker Pack. I've put in a QR code there. In your onboarding emails, you should have also gotten a link to that, and I will also put that in the Discord channel. Will there be technical support? Yes, absolutely. I can see our sponsors and partners posting in the chat as well, and they've mentioned they'll be in the Discord too. So any questions that you have, please drop them there and ping our wonderful partners, and they should be able to help you out with that. So yeah, it's reiterating loads. Join us on Discord. It's the best place to be. And I think that just puts us perfectly onto the next step of our session, which is the Azuro workshop, which is the path to on-chain betting. We have the wonderful Pavel to come and give this talk. But before that, let's quickly say a few words to round off the launch event. Thank you all for coming. I know that sometimes these are in the middle of the day for you guys, or in the evening or past midnight, and whatever time zone you guys are in. So thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being in this community. And I think this is going to be a really, really awesome hack, especially with all of these different prizes. So I can't wait to get started. Thank you so much, guys. Niraj asks, will the workshops be recorded? Yes, they will be, and we will be putting those recordings in our Discord. Those links will be there. So again, another reason to join the Discord. I'm not going to take too much of everyone's time because I am keen to get started on our workshop. So any questions, please put them in the chat or ping me on Discord, and I will answer them as quickly as I can. I will put my Discord quickly in the chat as Pavel is coming up. Hi, Pavel. Great to see you again. Amazing.
Let me share my screen.
Awesome. I'm so excited to just get stuck in.
Here we go. So before we start, let me say that I'm not native speaker, so forgive me in advance if I use wrong words. So let's start talking about Azuro. Azuro is building the infrastructure for on-chain betting. It supports sport markets and other games with deep liquidity that any application or product can access. Azuro makes some things possible. Any liquidity provider can get one-click exposure into thousands of betting markets, getting real yield on stables. Other thing, bettors have access to widest range of liquid on-chain betting sport markets. Anyone can build a betting app in a few days without own liquidity risk management. Azuro is often the #1 protocol on Gnosis Chain in terms of unique users, and I can prove it. We have this June analytics dashboard, and here we have a lot of stats, and here you can see that we already have most of 6,000 users unique. Please check this dashboard later after our workshop to see all the information we have here. I'm pretty sure you will find a lot of interesting here. So let's back to our presentation. And for this workshop, I prepared a plan. So we will talk about Azuro goals for this year. After this, I will show our newly created documentation specific for this hackathon. I will go through it and we will talk about smart contracts and protocol principles. Concepts. After this, I will show you how to use contracts in words of flow diagrams. And at the end, I will tell you about our tasks examples and will show some useful links. So let's get started from goal part. And we can split it in two parts. So let's talk about our front-end operators. Right now, we have two of them on our protocol, and they are bookmaker.xyz and MagmaBet. Bookmaker.xyz uses Azuro protocol for 2 years, and we developed a lot of features for them. And thank you this team because they tested a lot of our protocol, and it was very helpful for us. So we'd like to involve many new front-end operators to our protocol, and they asking us about these features that you see on the screen. And let me tell a little bit more about each of them. Let's start from express bets. This is some kind of bets where a user can combine different outcomes from different markets. Live betting, this is a core feature that every front-end operator waiting from us, because this will allow any user to place bets in live, whereas some event going on. What's about components? To build front-end website, for example, betting website faster, you need to build huge UI website, UI elements. And here we go with our components. We will provide bunch of UI elements to help you with this. And I will tell a little bit more about components later when we will go to our documentation. And of course, Azuro will launch additional chains. Right now, we support Gnosis Chain as well and Polygon. Let's continue to Azuro ecosystem. On other side, we'd like to involve different developers to our ecosystem to build it and develop. So for developers like you, we prepared amazing documentation. We will talk about it later. And also we will release games very soon. It will allow you to build any game using our liquidity. For example, it can be coin flip or some kind of casino games, and etc. What's about futures? We are providing right now some bunch of packages and toolkits to help building on our protocol, and we will develop this direction. So let's go to our documentation. Here we go. Somebody can see that it looks very similar to Uniswap docs. And yes, it is, because we were inspired by this team. They did great job writing their docs. So we are going to do the same in nearest future. Let's go to concepts. On this page, you will find all the information about Azuro. What is Azuro? What is our vision? Azuro protocol as well. And let's talk a little bit about basic concepts. It will be helpful for us to continue this speech. So we have affiliates. Affiliates, in other words, it's front ends or front ends operators. This is everyone who building their betting website or betting application on our protocol. Bettors, it's simple, it's just users who bets on our protocol. We have liquidity providers. Anyone can provide liquidity and earn rewards for this. So it just provides liquidity, and in exchange for this, receiving LP NFT. What's about data providers? Right now, Azuro uses several of them, and here we can split understanding of data providers in two items. First one is data feed provider. Azuro uses two of them. It's Pinnacle and Odds API. These providers provide to the protocol information about bets, games, conditions, odds, and etc. On other side, Azuro uses Chainlink as Oracle, and these providers, data feed providers that I was talking about, they provide information to Chainlink, and Chainlink creates games and resolves them on our protocol. So we don't have any control on our solutions. So Azuro building fully decentralized protocol. What else? We have protocol concepts here, but I will tell about each of item here in next steps when we will talk about contracts. Let's go on. On this page, we have all the contracts that use it in current state of our protocol in current version. And let's talk about each of them. We have here the factory. Factory is the first contract you will interact using our protocol. It will allow you to deploy pools and betting engines. Pools, it's liquidity pool. It's very easy to understand, but what's going on with betting engines? What is it? Betting engines, it's the word we're using in our team to describe the contracts based on core base. Core base is abstract contract on the top of each, which you can build other cores. So right now we have pretty much core contract. It allows users to place bets in pre-match. In other words, before events starting. We have Bet Express. It's just in development process right now, and we will release it very soon. As I mentioned before, Express allows users to combine outcomes from different markets and place them in one bet. Also, we have Azuro Bet. Azuro Bet is very simple extended ERC 721 contract, which creates NFT tokens for users who place in bets. So when user plays a bet, we give him this token to secure his bet, and he will be able to claim his winnings or refund money back if some game was cancelled. Also, we have separate contracts here. It's free bet. Free bet allows you to create such kind of tokens which can be distributed for your users for marketing purpose. For example, you can create a batch of such tokens and put in each of them $5 and distribute users, and they will be able to place a bet for free. What's about Safe Oracle? As I mentioned before, Azuro protocol right now using Chainlink as Oracle. And sometimes it takes time for Chainlink to resolve events on our protocol, and users don't like this. And we provide this functionality, this contract, which allows anyone using our protocol to become some kind of oracle. So user can stake their own tokens and create and resolve conditions, or in other words, games on our protocol. And this Safe Oracle provides dispute resolution mechanism that allows to open dispute if this user doing wrong, providing wrong information. So in this state, if he really wrong, he will be slashed. So, and at the end, we have access contract, which allows you to create access for anyone to control your contract's methods. So for example, I can create access role to somebody to provide liquidity for my liquidity pool, and this will be done by him. So what's about contracts? As I said, I will show you some flow diagrams, and we'll explain how it works in some more details. So let's start from create pool. In our protocol, we are thinking about main role like liquidity owner. We are thinking about this role like the owner of liquidity who will create liquidity pool, and this person has money and he is interested in creating some kind of sport markets on his pool and create games and resolving them. So for example, I can be a liquidity owner and I'd like to create the pool where I will have only football markets, for example. So liquidity owner comes and deploy a factory, first of all, and this will allow him to deploy liquidity pool and deploy betting engine. In this example, we're using pretty much core. Also, as I mentioned before, he needs access. I will tell on the next slide why he needs this. So let's continue. This slide will be about create game. As we remember, we have liquidity owner here, but this liquidity owner would like to build his part of protocol, his project, in decentralized way, how Azure does. So he'd like to find some oracle, and let's use Chainlink as well. So this liquidity owner should grant access to this oracle to interact with his contracts. And here we grant access to oracle to create condition and create game, as we see. So after this done, oracle can receive information about conditions, odds, etc., and manipulate with contracts. So create condition on betting engine and create games on liquidity pool. So on other side, liquidity providers can already provide liquidity and get in exchange LP NFTs. Let's continue. So the last step is resolving games and the bets flow. Here we have some user who came to this protocol, to this project, and did some bet, placed a bet, and received bet NFT. After some time, that provider comes with results of game, and he's resolving condition on betting engine. Betting engine sending information about profit or losses to liquidity pool. Liquidity pool in this situation knows how much money it should pay bettors and how much money left in the liquidity pool for future games. So better comes, he shows his bet NFT and receive winnings in exchange. So let's back to our docs, and we moving to APIs. Right now we have only subgraph, but we are going to build a lot of different APIs, I believe. We're using Azuro subgraph to simplify reading data from blockchain, because it can be very tricky. You know, you need to read from events and manipulate a lot of different data to combine to get some information, for example, historical bets. It's very hard. And we prepared this for everyone, so please use it, enjoy. Right now we have 2 endpoints. It's Gnosis Chain, of course, and Polygon. What else? We have some guides here, which can be helpful to you to understand how you can use subgraphs and what queries you need to use to build your application. So as you see, we have everything about how to get games, markets. We have all the description detailed, what dictionaries are, and etc. So please enjoy and use it. So let's continue. On other side, we have tools, which also will be very helpful to you. We have toolkit. This is a set of helpers for development process. And also we have one more package. It's dictionaries. And please remember this. It's very important package that should be used in any development process when you're building some application on the top of Azure protocol, because it includes all the information, all titles for different entities we use in our protocol. For example, sports, outcomes, etc. Sorry, I forgot. So please remember this and use. Before we continue to our components, I'd like to show you our tutorial. It's very huge, and it describes in details how you can build your MVP in a couple of days, probably, maybe 1 day. And here you will find all the information. We are using React in this example. So you will be able to set up your Next.js project, configure it, prepare users to connect wallets, and then using GraphQL subgraphs. And I can show you some kind of demo. This is exactly what you will have at the end of this tutorial. This is real application, real work application, and it's ready to release in production, I think. So here we have data about events from subgraph. We can go inside each event. We have a lot of markings with outcomes here. We can choose anyone and place bet. On the other hand, we have bets history page where we can check all the history bets of this account, mine in this example. So let's back to our docs, and I will tell a little bit more about components. So as I said, with this tutorial, you will be able to build MVP in a couple of days. We decided to build components. This is in development process right now, but I think in a couple of weeks, we will release our components. What components are? This is a set of UI elements, and additionally, it includes package of framework. You can name it like Next.js framework. So we built a framework layer on the top of Next.js, which allows you in just one command set up your project, which will have all configuration about TypeScript, contracts, subgraphs, and GraphQL as well, with all the hooks. All you will need is just to select components you'd like to use, set them in your application, in your code, and that's it. And I'm pretty sure it will take you just a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours, to build the same MVP project. So let's back to our presentation. Oh, sorry. Yes, the last step is the hackathon. For this hackathon, we prepared a bunch of tasks. It's just examples. Please read it, but you can build your own application if you have a great idea. We will be impressed about this. So here we go. We have Telegram bot, so you can build some kind of bot, for example, to get stats about the highest bids or the wallet better who doing bets. Maybe you will provide information about live bets in real time for some kind of users. Embedded widget. We are thinking that it will be a great idea if you can build some kind of widget with one famous event right now, which going on, or maybe will be in future. And this widget can be embedded in any website. Free bets admin. As I said, we have free bets contract, and this is very interesting task. In Azuro, we're using our own admin to control free bets. Right now, we are testing it, but we will glad to see your solutions in this way. So you can build some kind of system to control all the bets you distribute, check their statuses, and withdraw left money on the contract. And the last example is analytic tools for liquidity pools. If you go to azuro.org, you will find the page with liquidity pools. You can provide liquidity, but it will be very nice to see some kind of dashboard to understand how liquidity moves in these contracts, how many participants we have, how much money they earned using our pools. So at the end of this page, I'm pretty sure it will be shared somewhere in the channel. If not, I will provide you this information in Encode Discord. We have useful links here. It will be same very helpful for you. That's it from my side. Thank you. Ask your question if you have.
Amazing. Oh, amazing. I love the QR code. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, if you guys want to ask your questions in the chat, that would be awesome. We also have a questions tab if you'd like to put it there as well. I think everyone just seems very appreciative of this workshop. Well, while the questions are coming, I have a question for you, Pavel.
Okay.
What do you think is the most exciting potential use case for Azuro?
I think something that can be built on the lower code of Azure on contracts. For example, it could be copy betting, for example. Maybe somebody knows for example, you see the most valuable better and you'd like to bet like him. So if you just build this kind of bot where you can see how specific better doing his bet, you will not profitable like him, because every time users placing bets on our protocol, the core contracts recalculation odds for bets. So it will not be same. But if you will think about this task like, what if I see the transaction of value better in the mempool and I'd like to front run him, or maybe I'd like to use flash bots to make similar bet very close to his odds? This is very awesome. I think so.
Cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. We do have a question that's just popped up from Sham. Sham says, sorry if this was covered, but is there a way to get the affiliate code directly into the smart contract, or does it need to route specified front end?
Nice question. Thank you. When you set up your contracts, you don't need to provide any affiliate code. But when users placing bets, when we call bet method on smart contract, we passing this affiliate code with all the params.
Great. Awesome. Cool. Katya asks, how profitable is this to build bet apps? You can answer that at your discretion.
I can answer, of course. You can just check our Azure protocol. Let me find, we have other board here. Wait a second. And here we go. We have all bunch of Azure frontends here. And for example, if we check bookmaker.xyz, so his its total GGR is 7,600 for the whole time. But right now, Azure is in testing mode, so this is just 1% of all rewards, of all earnings on our protocol. So imagine if it will be 60%, this is the number we will provide in future.
Awesome. Katya says very inspiring in the chat, by the way. Joan also has a question, Joan from GetBlock. What unique feature does Azuro project have that sets it apart from other blockchain projects in the market?
Yeah, we have such great feature like liquidity tree. You can find this information about liquidity tree in our protocol concepts. And this is the instrument that helps us to control the liquidity provided to our pools and to be sure that nobody can abuse it. So, for example, imagine that I am a liquidity provider and I know that the event, I know the result of event, but this is not resolved yet on the contracts. For example, some football match. And I know future, for example, in 20 minutes before Chainlink will provide this information on chain. And I can use this to provide liquidity to the pool. And after the condition will be resolved, I can put this liquidity back. So in short time, I will earn the profit of this condition. To avoid this, we need to understand how to calculate if some user liquidity was in our pool before this liquidity, this condition was resolved. To do this on chain, we using liquidity tree. Please feel free to join our documentation and read more about it. This is the best feature on our protocol.
Awesome. Okay, one last question from Sham. Does the protocol offer parimutuel betting? I think that's meant to say, yeah.
Interesting question. I need to specify what does you mean? What do you mean? This is, I think, I'm pretty sure, sorry, I'm pretty sure it's the first protocol built on the Onchain. So we are building on-chain betting, and I think really we are first who doing this really, because we know a lot of different projects who says that they're building same, but when you're looking in details, they don't have any smart contracts, so they're using just fake on their websites.
Awesome. Okay. Another question just popped in from PV2K. Is the Azuro open source? And if it is, can a beginner start contributing to it?
Yes, of course.
Are there any low-hanging fruits that I can contribute to?
About contribution, yes, you can find information on our documentation. We described well how you can contribute, and a couple of days ago we launched Advocate Advocate system in our Discord. So join. Our smart contracts open sourced, so you can find it in our GitHub.
Awesome. That answers that question. Sham has added some extra detail in the chat, clarifying what they meant. Can you see it?
Let me check. Sorry, what question is questions? Yes, section.
In the chat, Sham is talking about mutual betting. They said it's the type of betting.
Yes, it should be specified. Sorry, does the protocol offer parimutuel? Sorry, I don't know this word. Is it about expresses?
So they put in the chat, it's the type of betting where bet odds are resolved at time of event starting.
Sorry, I don't understand this question. Maybe you missed something. I can repeat that right now we have only pre-match bets and we are going to add expresses and live betting in very close future. Is it, please tell me, is it answer to your question? Or explain what this word means.
Sham's written, the odds are constantly changing until the event starts.
Yes, this is pretty much core we are using right now. So we utilize same logic like Uniswap has or DEXs. When you place in bet on some odds, on some outcome, the core contract recalculates these odds. So if you place huge amount of money on one odds, on our outcome, for example, our pool just 1 million and you'd like to bet 1 million, it will recalculate odds and it will be just 1 and you will not have any profit. I hope I answered this question.
Shama's typing in the chat, I saw. They said, yeah, I think it's called tote or toto in some places. But yeah, I think it's great to have this conversation, and I would love if you guys were able to talk about this some more as well in our Discord. So Sham, making sure you join that, and Pavel, I think you're already in our Discord, right? And if not, I'll sort that out for you. But yeah, if there are no more questions, oh, Alex M has just quickly put a question in the chat. So the odds are based on the pool balance, not at all on the odds from Pinnacle.
Yes, it's a very nice question. It's correct. And let's think about this like about exchanges. So we have CEX exchanges and DEXs. Let's think that CEX is Pinnacle and DEX is Azure protocol and liquidity pools. So Azure protocol working, the Azure protocol work based on arbitrages. So when somebody comes and see that odds are different, they can place bet. And of course, it's not so good for us. But with huge amount of users on our protocol, it will work perfectly like it does on DEXs. So come, and if you'd like to arbitrage our protocol and earn money from it, do it. Especially, I'd like to attach here some information. Remember, I told you about Azure Bet NFTs. So for example, if you place in bet and get this NFT, it's transferable, so you can sell it to somebody. So if you arbitrager, you can get money from some marketplace. It's additional task you can build during this hackathon. You can build marketplace where you can sell your bets.
Cool. I think that's pretty much it. Perfect timing pretty much as well. Thank you so much,
Thank
Pavel.
you.
Yeah, that was really awesome. A really great like first look into Azuro and what it can do. And I think that our hackers are pretty inspired, given all the questions.
Okay.
So I'm just going to say a few things to kind of quickly wrap up. Make sure. Thank you. Well, firstly, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy, everybody.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
Pavel. Bye. Thanks so much. Join our Discord if you haven't, by the way, and sign up to the hackathon. I've just put the links in the chat. I think that's pretty much it. Make sure you, stay in touch in our Discord.
Yeah, sure. I shared the QR code for our Notion page, and
that would be awesome.
As I said, we have every link that can be helpful for you. As well, we have link for our Discord. Please feel free to ask questions there.
That's perfect. Yeah. And if you want to, you can post them in the chat as well again, just in case people have lost them.
Of course.
Up. Thank you so much, Pavel. And yeah, great. Awesome. I'll let you post them in. Perfect. So guys, check that out. Apart from that, though, I think that was a really wonderful start to this awesome hackathon. And
so
yeah.
much.
Can't wait to like get started and have everyone sort of engage and kind of start building on Azuro as well. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to end the session there. The chat will stay open so you guys can talk and stay in touch if you need, or maybe even find teammates. But other than that, cool. Thank you so much, Pavel, again. And everyone else have a lovely day. Bye.
Bye-bye, you too.